All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Tuesday, June 3rd, set today by Philistine. But first, let's have the cryptic clue of the day. Funny business of Rod Hull's opener taken in. 6 letters, and I gave you the second letter is H. Funny business of Rod Hull's opener taken in. All right, let's see what Philistine has for us. In excruciating terminal pain, you said. That's awkward. Oh dear. Yeah, the in sounds like a hidden clue, but then you said it must be a homophone. And I think it's going to mean then that's awkward. Something like gangly, awkward in movement or something, or it could be awkward social situation. Now I need some letters or that. Be inappropriate with young Indian woman. Oh dear. I suppose it's going to mean be inappropriate. What would the 2-letter word be? Do something, know something. And then I don't get the word play. A woman might be a W at the end. No. Up to the point when circling crow flies off jauntily. Oh, well, up to the point might be until, which is in jauntily. Oh, I don't think I've seen that structure before. The circling crow is a J that goes around jauntily, and you fly off, you take that away, and you're left with until. I do like that one. All right. Head of household turned aghast. Seeing this on X, formerly Twitter. Yeah, that's a great one. Formerly might be X, EX, but we already have an X. Of course, X could be 10. Maybe it is head of household. Would that be husband? Very old-fashioned, if so. No, I don't get it, but let me go back. Oh, you said is probably that you. Yeah, I think that might be the homophone. Um, that's awkward. Oh, there is a gauche. Oh, that's very clever. So the definition is that's awkward. And the excruciating terminal is the last letter of excruciating, and a pain is an ache. And inside of that, we have the letter U. Oh, so it must be go, be inappropriate, go. But then I still don't get the young Indian woman. And oh, head of household is going to be the letter H. Turned aghast. Oh, maybe an anagram of aghast after that. But I don't get it. All right. Englishman's ball. All right. Double definition, I presume. Ball could be a dance of some kind. What's Englishmen's? Saxons? Yeah, angles? No. Massive heart cryptically. 15 letters. So I think it's one where we'll read the answer and it's going to read like a definition or wordplay instructions for the word heart. But I think the definition is massive. Now, it could be an anagram of heart as part of it. Earth. Massive earth. Earth shattering, maybe? Might be as in massive news. Earth shaking, earth shattering. Let's try shattering and see if that sticks. Oh, maybe that is husband. Has been. No. And now that's go astray. No. In this country, one permitted to get heart, liver, or kidney. I like that. I presume it is going to be a country. Or no, it might that might be wordplay because this country might be UK or GB. And maybe we put inside it one permitted. And so then maybe liver or kidney is the definition. But what is that? Not awful or some. Liver or kidney, of course, are eaten by people. So I think there is a name for that. All right, footballers hogging the center of attention. That's pants. Well, center of attention could be just the letter N, or it might be ENT. Yeah, so maybe footballers could be players with an N in it, and then that's pants. Yeah, I think it is going to be some kind of trousering. Not panties. Oh, well, that would be too close to pants anyway. All right, east of France, consuming load of this delicacy. Oh, well, east of France in an across clue might just be the rightmost letter, the E, but it could be the French for east, which is EST, I think, the same as EST meaning A or is, I think. And so maybe that consumes a load, a word for load. And so it's going to be a delicacy. No, keeps longing internally as they laugh. Well, I'm thinking about creatures that laugh might be hyenas, which does have yen. And a yen for something might be a longing. Yeah, if somebody keeps something, they have it or has, I think. Yeah, again, one I'm not 100% sure on. Marine life law rejected by RSPC leader, The Guardian. That's another lovely clue. Sounds like a headline. Maybe it is going to be a marine life, or maybe it is going to be a Guardian. RSPC leader, I think, is just an R. I think the R is going to come at the end. And I think before that, we're going to have marine life. and a law, a word for law, backwards, rejected. But that's not a lot of letters to get both marine life and law. Is there a marine life law? I doubt it. How about given a fine joke, Philistine discarded. Oh, I think it's going to mean given. And I'm thinking the A is going to be a literal A, fine might be F. And then I think we have to think of a 7-letter word for a joke with I removed. Maybe even 8-letter and you take away me. Anecdote. What would given be? Given, afforded. Yeah, I don't see a joke there. Okay, eats out after a brief rest. Minute steak. Fish and chips are haute cuisine, for example. Wow. Yeah, I think the definition is the for example with some of those food things before it. But don't see it. How about awards for SUVs? A double definition, I think, but I'm nervous that it might be a model of SUV that's in Britain and it's called something else in the US, so maybe I don't know about it. Prizes, medals. No. Income tax malarkey. Excuse me. 75%. Ridiculous. I think it's going to be a phrase that means ridiculous. Or could it be malarkey? Malarkey is 8 letters, and 75% would be 6 of those letters. Oh, it could be income tax plus 75% of malarkey, and we anagram it. It's ridiculous. And then this is an and lit clue where the wordplay also provides the definition, but let me pause, sip my water, and think about that. All right, I've cracked it. I don't believe it. I did it by thinking about the X in tax and thinking it's probably going to be a word that begins with EX. And then I think I was just looking at the letters in income and malarkey, and I thought of exclamation and then an exclamation mark. So the definition, oh, that's very clever. It isn't an and lit. It is just that exclamation at the end of the clue. Very clever. All right, tennis score ends with indistinguishable seeds. Yeah, I'm thinking it might be the end letters of tennis score with a word for indistinguishable. If it's indistinguishable, it's the same, and that's going to give us sesame. All right, may as well finish the acrosses. My usual, heartless, chaotic refuge. Well, heartless, I think we're going to empty out one of the words. I'm thinking usual will become UL. Chaotic could be an anagram indicator. Oh dear. My might be the exclamation, oh my, so it could be something like core. Refuge could be a den. Yeah, I don't get that. All right. A lot of downs to look at though, thank goodness. Wealthy East German first reality denier. I'm thinking wealthy might be the definition. East might simply be E. German first. German could be D, of course. Deutschland. German first. What's reality denier? No. Soldier and poet to speak of birds. Oh, I think it might mean of birds and be something like ornithological or passerine, peregrine. I'm thinking that's how to, or maybe, no, maybe it is a soldier, and maybe we have a short poet's name, Burns, and then a homophone of some type of birds. No, after 30 seconds, rave about goddess. Oh, I think it is going to be, oh, yes, it's a goddess. I thought of Minerva, and I think this is clever too. Well, 30 seconds is half a minute, so we have half of the word minute. That's sneaky. And then rave about is an anagram of rave. All right, King Edward dressed for dinner. Well, I remember being caught out early on when I was doing these videos with King Edward, thinking of Edward Rex ER, but it's a type of potato. So King Edward dressed for dinner, so that's not what I thought it was. I think that's the potato part. Now, is it going to be a baked potato? It's too long for baked. Dressed. What kind of potato is that? Potato is probably my favorite food, living up to the stereotype. I don't know what that is. We'll have to come back. An agricultural product and where it's stashed up for the citadel. All right, I think it's going to be a citadel. And I think we start with some agricultural product. And then where it's stashed, I think is going to be reversed. A silo. Ah, so we end with olus. So is it? Oh, it's a crop. There we go. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought of the Acropolis as being a citadel, but there we go. Supported by previous partners, woman getting extensions, 7 letters. Okay, previous partners surely going to be X's. That X is very useful. And then we're going to have a 3-letter woman. I think it is an, and so extensions to buildings might be annexes. Relative pace and quiet, 7 letters. That almost looks like a typo for peace and quiet, but relative pace. I'm wondering if the relative is mum or mom, but oh, why do I have an R there? I don't know. Yeah, so maybe it's something like a stepmom, maybe? Stepmom, I think. I think pace might be step, and if you keep quiet about something, you keep mum. All right, that was our marine life Law. Oh yeah, I thought it was going to end by the with the RSPC leader. That's where that came from. All right. Business invested in gas supply primarily for right-wingers. All right, business is very often company, and I'm wondering if its CO is invested or put inside the seven-letter word. So I think then we're going to have a gas, maybe? And then supply primarily, I think, is going to be an S at the end. Thought of neocons. And so the gas is neon. EastEnders pick up percussion through it. Another seven letters. Okay, well, they hear things through their eardrum. And they might say by dropping the H, they ear a drum. All right. Beast arrived and left. Oh, that's a nice easy one at the end. Arrived, five letters, would be came, and left is L. The awards surely now, six letters, O something C, must be Oscars. But how is that SUVs? Oh, I think the vehicles are cars. And yeah, I think it's that they're outsize or oversized cars, OS cars. Yeah, I think that's all there is to that one. Oh, I'm looking at my usual heartless chaotic refuge, six letters, something S, something L, something M, and thinking that must be asylum. So it is both heartless. We take out one of the U's, the middle one from usual, and then we anagram my USAL. Very good. While I was paused, I glanced over at the marine life, six letters, and I think the guardian at the end, Philistine, is referring in the first person plural to us. There is the RSPC leader. And so law rejected is literally law, and we get a walrus. This is the eats out, eight letters. Haute cuisine, for example. Yeah, I don't think the definition can be eats out if potato is right. Of course, I'm not sure about the potato, but yeah, I think we anagram eats, and could it be SEAT? I don't think it's going to be AEST. After a brief rest, I wonder if minute steak might be minute steak, giving us an S. Fish and chips are haute cuisine. Yeah, I don't get it. And then, given a fine joke, Philistine discarded. Eight letters, begins again if potato is right. P something N. Given. Maybe a given. Something is a given. It's assumed. A fine joke. Maybe it's discarded. I think whether it's given or discarded, I think it's probably going to end in ED. Pondered. Let me pause and ponder the possible vowels. Got to you and thought of punished. So given a fine, that's sneaky. Very unlikely place to break the clue, which of course was Philistine's intent. Very clever. And joke is a pun, Philistine is I, and discarded is shed. So I think the potato is right. All right, I'll wait on that haute cuisine one. Let's go back to the Downs. Here was our wealthy East German. I don't have anything new, but surely ending in H, 7 letters, is going to end in TH or SH. Ah, well, I should have thought of what's the German for East is Ost, and the wealthy comes after it. The German for East comes after, or comes before, and then, yeah, I'm saying that wrong, but the East in German is first. And then a reality denier is an ostrich. Oh, very sneaky definition there. All right, the Englishman's ball now, 6 letters, something O and ending in M. All right, I have no idea what this is. Yeah, hopefully I can get 6 down, but I did look at that while I was paused. No idea. But I glanced over at my Twitter one and I thought of, well, what do we associate with Twitter? The hashtag, so head of household, and then the anagram of aghast. And then I think seeing this on X, formerly Twitter, is all just the definition. Nothing more to it than that. All right, in this country, one permitted to get heart, liver, or kidney. I think permitted must be let, and one permitted must be I let. So heart, liver, or kidney. I mean, I can only think of toilet, which has nothing to do. Is UK I-let, eucalypt a word? Don't know that at all. What would that, in this country, one permitted, heart, liver, kidney bean, heart in playing cards. No. And here's east of France consuming load of this delicacy. Well, let me look up the French for east. Yes, it is est, and as soon as I started picturing es at the beginning, I thought of escargot. And so the load is cargo that is within east. All right. Be inappropriate has to be go, right? Go. Is this an English phrase? I don't know. And then young, maybe be inappropriate with young. I'm thinking Indian woman might be a Goa lass. But what is Goa lass? I've never heard that expression. No, that can't be right. Go amiss. Go amiss, not go alas. There we go. But I don't get the definition. Be inappropriate. No, I think young Indian woman. Yeah, the go amiss. Yeah, sorry, all right. But be inappropriate, go amiss. I don't know. All right, so it's not going to be I. Oh, I think there is some maybe butchery term, something I, something let for heart, liver, or kidney. I think I'm going to have to go to word plays for that. I didn't have to go in the end. I just thought again about this, that the one is inside this country, which is GB, and we get a giblet. All I know is you take them out before you cook the turkey. All right, so King Edward something potato. Oh, a jacket potato, yes, of course. Footballers, oh, I wonder, yeah, I think it's kickers, and they do hog the N from the middle of attention, and you get knickers. All right, there's our soldier. Ooh, that K should be usual or useful. I'm thinking of marksman. No, no, the R and the K aren't together. All right, let me pause and ponder this one. Of course, it is parakeets. So the soldier is a para, and then the poet is Keats with an A, and we get a homophone of that. All right, now our Englishman's ball has that P there. Should be easy. Let me pause and ponder. Of course, have to think of Aussie slang. An Englishman is a pom, and we have Englishmen. So we get pom-pom, which I suppose is a type of ball. All right, let me pause and think about this haute cuisine one. Is it going to be SN, IN, AN, maybe UN? All right, this is very, very tricky. I've never heard this word before. I got it by thinking, oh, a brief rest might be a nap. And then we're going to have our anagram of eats, which I really wanted to be seat, but I think it is AES, and a brief rest. So it's a nap. We put an A in the beginning. And this anapaste is a metrical foot used in formal poetry, two short syllables followed by a long one. So minute steak, fish and chips, haute cuisine. There. All right, so I learned something new today. Will I remember it? That's the question. All right, was there a theme? We had a couple of Easts. We had some food sort of related ones. We had a few funny letters, but I don't think. Oh, we did have a J and a V. Did we have our Q? I should be keeping track of these things. I don't think so. Anyway, let's check all. Looks like everything is still there. All right, let's take a quick peek over at 15 squared. Well, unfortunately, I'm getting an error message when I try to click on the blog for today, but we can read the beginning where it says, I think by Andrew, that this is more like a cryptic, enjoyable puzzle if over rather quickly. Yeah, and I finished in a good time today. Let's try loading it up. Let's see if it'll... Oh, okay, it did work. I was getting a database connection error before. All right, I think I just wrote down one that I wasn't 100% sure of, but I think it was all very straightforward. Not to say there weren't some very clever parsings. Yeah, I liked the jauntily taking away the surrounding J. Oh yeah, yeah, it was just go amiss, be inappropriate. Yeah. Found this great fun. Ostrich raised a smile. Good to see. Okay, so they knew that word. All right. KVA loved a lot of those. Lovely puzzle, not too difficult. Oh, so quibble about if this country should be UK versus GB. That's all right. I think we all know. Um, anyway, I did enjoy that and it was pretty straightforward. Thanks as always for watching and have a great day.